Yeah. Yeah.
Ah, that was easy.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Are you Rapiter by any chance?
Pardon me? Do we know each other?
No, but I'm hoping to change that.
Well,
It'll only take a moment. I know that you spy on Florian. I know you were involved in the kidnapping of the bathmaid, and... None. Now tell me where their workshop is.
of course. That,
So?
let's leave.
Yeah. How are you, Henry? Yeah.
No, I give up.
So, are you ready to talk?
I will. Just, what do you want from me?
Tell me where the workshop is. Don't worry. Your master won't be punishing you for betraying him.
It's in...
That doesn't narrow it down very...
On the eastern side of Skullet's Hill, there's an abandoned mine gallery. Well, it used to be abandoned. Now there's...
Who is your lord?
Sir Jezek of Ronov. That's what he calls himself.
What happened to him?
Ronov used to belong to Vincent, Count Lichtenberg. After his death, it fell to Margrave Jobst, and he had it pulled down.
Why? Everyone knows that when a lord dies without issue, the king...
But Vincent had descendants. Ronov only fell to the Margrave, all because Vincent had refused to fight for him against... Sir Jezek led a revolt of the vassals, but Jobst rounded them all up. Only Sir Jezek got away.
Who are you, anyway?
They call me Rapota. I used to be...
And how did you come to be serving Sir...
I helped him escape from prison. If I was going to serve anyone...
So you saw being a brigand's henchman as a step up in the...
I thought if things changed and he stopped marauding, he might get Ronov back.
Well, after this little escapade, you can forget about that. You'll be lucky if you don't end up...
It's all the same anyway now.
So who's Sir Jezek working for? Don't tell me he just took it into his head one day to start forging...
That's not for me to know. Sir Jezek...
Such as?
We were often guests at the monastery, but I slept in the hayloft, so...
And apart from that?
In the camp, you'd occasionally see a Hungarian nobleman.
I think I've heard enough.
Can I ask you something?
Yes?
I don't want to hang. It's a horrible death.
Ah, you're not worth tainting my sword with your blood. Now get lost before I change...
Yeah. Come on, cunt-face!
Et kitsit teeplää poimiikin. Saru, oot valmi bajotesi.
Yeah! 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 Someone's there.
Well, I never! To arms!
What have
Get
we
over
got
here!
here?
Entertainment.
Over here! Where is everyone? Fucking come on then!
To arms! Get over here!
Alarm! You call that combat? Raise the alarm! Watch out! What's the matter? Come on.
Bollocks!
Come on. Bring it on. Shit, leave me. Enough. You win.
Kunda! Damn!
Put that sack there.
What do you want here? I don't know you.
I'm here at the command of the royal hetman, Sir Radzig Kabila.
Radzig Kobila, the king's hetman. I see.
I'm here to place you under arrest.
I gathered as much. And you came alone. Ha! Very daring of you, I must say.
I'll manage. Sometimes even a king can be
So I'm a king now? And you want... By the way, who
That hardly matters, does it?
Do you think I won't get a chance to settle up with them? But I hope you don't imagine I'm just going to follow me.
And where would you want to go?
Anywhere. Anywhere else.
Really? You can't go to Moravia. The Margrave himself is after you there. And
What do you mean?
whoever gets to be king, they can't afford to have someone forged.
Do you think I'm doing this?
No. But when the kingdom's back in order, and it'll be time to shut this little operation down, they'll be only too happy.
It doesn't matter. Kobila will string me up.
Maybe. But you're very shrewd and very persuasive. And you might know a few things that are worth more than your life. It's up to you.
A deal with Sir Radzig.
If you cooperate, you stand a chance.
Oh, very well then. May as well.
So let's go. Master Fayfar will be itching to ask you.
Good work, Henry.
Thank you, Master Fayfar. It wasn't easy, I can tell you.
I'll take some men and have a good look around there.
And what should I do?
You should get some rest and go to Rattay. In the meantime, Sir Radzig will have this wretch questioned. Maybe he'll get something useful out of him.
All right. I'll see you in Rattay then.
Yeah. Yeah. What you doing?
Yeah.
What the hell are you doing?
Jesus!
There's the man.
Thank you, sir.
I tell you to take a well-earned rest, but unfortunately,
Whatever you command.
Jezek refuses to talk to us. The stubborn...
Me?
Indeed. Normally I'd send for Captain Bernard to beat it out of him.
I'll try to get something out of him.
He's locked up in the tower. Bernard will give...
Very well, sir. Sir,
Godwin, he was sent to the university, so when he finished, I imagine he had a pretty...
Yeah. Yeah.
Welcome,
Hey.
Henry.
It came from over here.
Who's there?
What was that noise?
My God.
can you teach me how...
Certainly.
I'm interested in...
All right, but it... Now, take care.
Can you teach me how...
Certainly.
I'd like to hone...
First, you have to...
Well, I'd like to learn to fight...
Certainly.
Well, I'd like to improve...
Certainly.
I'm interested in...
All right. Now, good luck.
I'd like to improve...
Certainly.
I'd like to hone...
All right. Now, good luck. God be with you.
I'd like to improve...
Certainly.
I want to achieve...
You can't become a master overnight. You have to know almost...
Well, can you teach me...
Certainly.
I'd like to hone...
First, you have to have some skill.
Well, I need the key to Yep.
So Sir Radzig let him have his way in the end.
If I were you, I wouldn't question...
Just try not to mess it up.
Thanks.
Good luck to you.
Hey!
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'd like to...
So what are you...
I'd like that.
I'm sure you'll be extremely satisfied.
I'd like to make...
So what are you in...
I'm
sure...
Look where you're going. Hey! What are you doing? Be a...
Yeah. Yeah.
Be a bit more careful.
Well, finally, I've had quite a way.
Why do you want to talk to me, of all people?
Radzig will keep me alive only as long as it takes to get everything I know out of me. You, on the other. So I want to be sure that the secrets my life depend...
I didn't promise you anything. But
Very well, ask me anything you want.
what I want to know most of all is who's behind it. Who are you making...
Do you think I couldn't have handled it?
I'm not trying to insult you. It's just not a job one man could do.
All right, the way it began was I was short of coin, as usual. So I let them
recruit you into what?
I didn't inquire too much. In this business, you don't ask too many questions. Well, when they found out, a foreigner by the name of Eric gave me instructions. But for sure, he isn't. And there's someone highly placed at the Monastery who's mixed up in it, too.
How did you come to hear?
I met some old friends in Colleen a few months ago, and they said they were heading for Sasau.
Old friends? Who were they?
Just a couple of brigands. We used to ambush the Margrave's messengers in Moravia together.
Nice friends you keep.
I was in dispute with the Margrave. A man in my position finds himself mixed up with all sorts.
And then what?
Rapota and I had been living off stale crusts for a month, so I wasn't going to turn down the chance of work, honest or otherwise. We rode to Sasau and met with the recruiters. It didn't take long to realize I was a nobleman fallen on hard times, not some common peasant.
Can you get to the point?
Well, they introduced me to this Eric, and he told me what was needed. They set up the workshop, got the men...
Crimps? You're telling me this Eric?
Well, it seems so. I was giving the recruiters some of the coins.
Where can I find the recruiting?
That's tricky. It was my friends who led me to them. We met with them in the woods next to Sasau.
You said you gave them money. Where was that?
They'd ride to the mine gallery to see me. I don't...
This Eric, you reckon...
He puts on airs, but he's just a naive young pup. And he's always going on about his lord. though he never mentioned.
Where can I find this Eric? You must have had some meeting.
He used to come to the workshop unannounced, and after what's happened, I doubt he'll...
This highly placed person at the monastery, what can you tell me about him?
I've no idea who he is, only that he's no small fry. After all, he handles the exchange of the forgeries in Passau.
I see. Is there anything else at...
No, he was supposed to supply me with materials too, but he backed out.
That'll do me for the moment.
Will you put in a word for me with Sir Radzig? I'll swear allegiance to him if he'll have me. I'm sick of being around.
I can try, but I can't promise you anything.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Look! Hey! Look out!
Jesus, look where you're going.
Hey! Be a bit more What the hell?
Well, so what have you learned?
All sorts of things.
There's some foreigner called Eric behind the counterfeiting ring, and someone highly placed at the monastery.
The monastery?
That's what Jezek claimed.
So it's worse than I thought. If this is true, we'll have...
Why? Can't we just go to the monastery?
No. If the church is truly involved...
So what will you do?
I'll have to think about it. It won't be an easy nut to crack. I'll have to consult with Hanush.
I don't know, but he's recruiting armed men in Sasau and forming an...
Damn! So it looks like Pribislav.
It most certainly wasn't, sir. And what's more, Sir Jezek is
You should return to Sasau and take a closer look at those recruiters. If they're going to attack, we must find out sooner.
It might not be as straightforward as that. Sir Jezek did...
You'll have to manage somehow, my lad. Don't tell me there's an armed force amassing here and nobody knows anything.
Then ask around the alehouses and inns, or at the Rathaus. Someone must have... Whatever you do, be careful, Henry. And best not mention my name. It would... What we want is for the crimps to take you for just another village lad they...
All right, sir. I'll try...
I know I'm asking a lot of you. But I know of no one...
Sir, there's... Sir Jezek went with me without resistance, because I promised...
My boy. You make promises in my name. But, if it can prevent bloodshed, why the hell not? We may well... But I can't say yet what will become of him.
As you command, sir.
Yeah.
dead.
Come here.
Show what you're made of. Gone weak at the knees, have you? What's the matter? Come on! Ow. I'm going to enjoy this. Yeah, you get what for. Ow. Bring it on! Gone weak at the knees. Is that all you've got? Could have You get what for.
What are you doing here?
Hey,
Get
watch
lost,
it.
or you'll have me to reckon with.
Jesus, look where you're going. Henry,
What is it?
Yeah.
I want your money, bastard.
Yeah.
And all your valuables.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Greetings, good night.
I'm looking for some people you might...
If they come here to drink, maybe. But I...
You haven't heard talk of...
Well, I have heard some things, but I can't say if they're true.
And who's the most free...
Miller Simon. They say he's rich with coin, and it's not from the mill. But that's nonsense.
Anyone else?
Aye, there's talk of the knacker giving people the evil eye, or them that's not in bailiff's good.
I've heard some rough men come here looking to recruit. Have they ever stopped in?
There were some brawlers that used to fight behind the tavern, but they raised such a commotion.
I wasn't thinking about that lot. I'm looking...
Don't know about that. Every once in a while, a merchant will hire some help.
Do you happen to know where the brawlers you complained about?
I've not got the slightest inkling.
Thank you, innkeeper.
Not at all.
See you later.
Yeah. Yeah.
God save you.
Have you noticed any...
And what's your idea of...
You don't know where I might find some...
And why would you want them?
But they'd be the ones to know what
I grant you that. Well, we don't have an executioner, just a knacker. But he's an odd fellow.
What can you tell me about that?
Decent folk don't talk about him.
I was hoping you'd tell me a bit.
Why should I care about him? He lives in a house by the church and that's all.
What can you tell me about Simon?
There's not much to tell. He runs Katzig Mill, and some say thieves meet there at night. But isn't there gossip?
Anything else?
You might not find him at the mill. He's a busy man, always out and about making some deal or other.
Have you heard of anyone looking to...
Mercenaries?
Yes.
There were some fellows conspiring here in the corner twice a week, and others coming and going. They didn't...
And what happened to them?
I don't know, they just stopped coming. And I'm...
You haven't heard anything about where they went?
How could I have?
Where do you think they might be meeting?
How should I know? I'm an honest innkeeper, not a man at arms.
Is there any way I'll...
Unquenchable thirst? They drank like fish. They were rough looking too. Big beard.
That's not much help. What did they...
They drank. And they played dice. I do...
So they were fond of dice, were they?
Anywhere there's dice and usually drink. That's all you need for a game. Although it dawns on me now, I never saw Simon with those men, oddly enough. He's got a note.
Simon who?
Why, the young miller. He runs Katzig Mill. Neighbours are always slandering him for trafficking, but who knows?
Thank you for the help.
Not at all.
Yeah.
God be with you. Greetings, good night.
I've got a few questions for you, Bailiff, if you don't mind.
And what business is it of yours?
No one complained, though I'd be interested to know why you think they might. It was Lord Rad...
Begging your pardon, but what the devil does Sir Radzig care about it? And I keep hearing the same...
You have an inn and the horse trails cross here. There must be many travellers come seeking work, and not all of them.
Aye, it's true. Bedlam has broken out once.
Has there been anything like that lately?
No. It's been quiet. I don't recall coming across anyone.
Nobody looking for soldiering work?
There's always one or two like that. But if...
Sir Sebastian?
Sebastian Baron von Berg.
Why should he care about the city?
Quite true. I'm in charge of this city, but he keeps telling me I've got cutthroats hiding.
I heard some recruiters are meeting in Sasau. Seemed likely...
Do you think that people here complain and I don't do my job? Nothing of the sort. Old Lederman...
And what does this Lederman...
Lederman is our local tanner. Lives by the quarry.
They go there to fight and that doesn't bother you?
Why would it bother me? Much better to brawl there than in the tavern. At least in the quarry they can't damage anything but each other.
Have you heard any talk of strangers in the town? Maybe people...
Nothing worth mentioning. Sure, there's been some talk about the miller.
I'll try asking him if he's heard it.
He lives on the other side of the river, by the bogs. But don't go get...
Thank you, Bailiff.
Take care.
Yeah. Yeah.
God grant you health.
Are you the local knacker? Well, then you might know a lot of things that others...
I'm a decent man.
Anything fishy going on in the...
There certainly is. Candles are being stolen.
Ah, but have you heard of anyone around...
How would I know that? Most people avoid talking to me.
And what's been happening in Sasau lately?
What? Who was she, a villager?
No, I mean a dog bitch.
What happened?
The dog looked like she'd been hacked to bits. They were scared it was some demon, but...
Why on earth would anyone do that?
What do I know? Maybe he was snooping around where he shouldn't, and the bitch went for him. I hear there was some dog-bitten fellow being...
Thank you.
Very well. Feel free to stop by any time.
Take care.
Yeah. Yeah.
God be with you.
Tanner.
It's better now.
No, I mean you've complained about some ruffians raising hell.
Aye, true enough. That lot's been a thorn in my side.
When are they there?
Nearly every god-forsaken evening.
How many of them are there?
How would I know?
And did they all attack you?
Aye.
And nobody does the thing?
I've been to the bailiff, but he couldn't give a rat's arse. That's
quite a bailiff you've got.
A scarecrow would keep better.
If you want, I'll take care of them.
Well, you look like you could move mountains, but there are several...
Perhaps we'll be able to settle things peacefully.
Maybe. They might...
Perhaps I can reason with them. It doesn't have to come to blows.
Well, break a leg, lad. Or better yet, take care.
Yeah. 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 I see you look...
No, I feel much better.
If you ever need to know about anything that's going on in Sasau, come and see me. Thomas is my name.
How are you doing?
Aye, much better.
Truth be told, I didn't come just for you.
What do you need?
Well, I've heard tell there's work for fearless men who enjoy...
Ah, I believe I can help you with that.
The church?
Aye, that's right. The church is locked at night, but if you see a light, the door will be open.
Are you
That's
serious?
It. I don't need to speak to anyone.
Just doing what I told you is enough. They'll give you a good look.
All right, thank you.
You took care of me, why wouldn't I help?
Jesus. Must you disturb me with such a thing when I'm fast asleep?
Yeah.
Ah!
Yeah.
See you later.
God be with you, Henry.
God be with you. What can I...
Why did you thrash the tanner?
Because he came by one day, lost his money, and then started on about how we cheated him.
He told me that you jumped him when he asked you to stop making a racket behind his house.
Well, that's sort of true. But he didn't...
I heard someone was looking for men willing to do anything.
Maybe. I work in the quarry, and they're all...
That's not what I meant.
Good luck, then.
I'm glad to...
What went on?
When things got lively, I wasn't here. Good luck, then.
God be with you.
What happened with the...
Nothing out of the ordinary. He came to test his mettle like everyone, but he couldn't even get past young Weed. Then he started whining about getting his money back because we tricked him, so we threw him out. He came back...
But you didn't?
No. And when he got really annoying, he got a punch in the mouth, and he hasn't been back since. Good luck, then.
What are you doing here?
Nothing special. Just a little evening wrestling. It's good for your back and digestion.
If I wanted to join it...
It's pretty simple. First you have to beat Weed. He's that not too dangerous looking fella there. But some nights, he gets a good rest and he's got God on his side. Then you can try one of those three.
So the last match is with you?
That's right. They say a bout with...
I want to get better.
Certainly.
I'd like to hone...
First you have to have some skills.
Well.
The tanner sent me. He says you've been causing a commotion at night.
Ha! So all his whining finally found... Let me tell you something first, whelp. I'm the bailiff's man, and we're not doing anything wrong here. Old Leatherman's own...
He told me different.
Ha! Of course he did. Otherwise no one would help him. Go ahead and ask...
I'll take you at your word. But what should I do now?
The way I see it, you've got two choices. Screw that old liar.
Well, that tanner can go fuck himself. If he wanted my help, he shouldn't have lied to me.
Ha! That's right. Fuck him. And...
I want to fight you.
What did I tell you? First be... See you later.
Let's fight.
Not so fast, lad. First you'll have to prove your...
Fine.
Goodbye.
My humble greeting.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Goodbye.
Made him senseless that time, I didn't sit on anyone. How many fucking times do I have to tell you?
You landed on his face with your ass so hard.
Let's fight.
That wasn't bad. See you later.
Oh. No.
Are you serious? Hey, watch it. I remember you.
I want to fight.
What did I tell you? First beat wheat. God be with you.
Let's fight.
You look pretty good.
We'll see.
Good luck then.
Let's fight.
That wasn't. Goodbye.
Yo!
I want to fight.
You put on quite a show.
See you later.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in
Amen.
heaven. What?
So, you've been looking for us, eh? What is it you want?
I hear you're hiring men who don't mind getting their hands dirty.
Is that so?
Taverns and the like? People talk?
Well, that's a pretty tale. But no one in any tavern told you to come here.
I don't recall his name, but he was one of your friends. He said that he couldn't take me straight to you, that I had to go...
He was right about that.
I know my way around. You won't go wrong.
Spare me the boasting. I've got a test ready for you.
What test?
Nothing complicated. We used to take anyone who looked like they could keep their head on straight. But not now.
Which is what? Steal something?
Nah, not theft. If you wanted...
Who's pious? And why should I kill...
That's none of your business. But I'll tell you anyway. Because it's an instructive...
How? Did he steal something?
Yeah, that was part of it. Stole some money, ran away. A few boys died over it. Showed a distinct.
I'll have to find him first.
You don't need to.
Then why haven't you killed him yourself?
It's quite a test. He's hiding in a
With the stable boys? It's not hard to get into the ground.
No, not there. Well, he would have been dead long since.
But only monks can get in there.
Just monks and pious. He's an educated bastard. Seems he...
Murder someone in a monastery?
Murder's a sin, is it?
Yes, it does. I'd be spilling blood on
Well then, knock him senseless, drag him outside, and finish him off where it's less sin.
And do you have any other tests?
We're not hiring stable boys. We want men who are prepared to...
So how many men have you already sent?
Just a hand.
And what happened to them? Did they have...
Just the first one. The others turned...
And how am I supposed to get into...
You'll think of something. Maybe there's a secret passage. I've heard there's some kid...
And do you have any other ideas besides secret passage?
Well, there is this one fellow been hanging around the taverns. Supposed to join the monastery soon. And if he doesn't help, knock him on his ass and take anything he's got that you could use to pass yourself off as him.
How will I recognize him?
He won't have been there long.
But what if there are others? What does he look...
Normal. He always went about well dressed.
Yes, except he'll be given a robe and they'll take his knife. Get him drunk. In a
We're better. There's more wine there than in the royal cellar.
Fine. So I've got to kill Pius. He's in the cloister, and to get into the cloister, I'll need to enlist...
More or less.
The main thing is to kill him.
Of course. But that's not all. All hell's gonna break loose in the monastery after the murder. So, either make sure nobody finds him...
And what else? Should I...
No. Before you run for it, take his special dice and bring it as proof that you killed him. And if you can get him to tell you where he hid the...
Bring his dice and the money if...
From the monastery, head east across the river. There'll be a swamp where you'll find a fire pit. Go there at night and light a fire. Make it nice...
Right, I'm to slip into the best guarded place in the entire region and kill someone. Take his dice and money.
Yeah.
Well, you can at least say a few Hail Marys for me.
And remember... Good luck then.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm glad to see you.
You wouldn't be Carl.
No. Take care.
Good God. You wouldn't be Carl.
No.
Good boy.
God be with you.
Here.
You wouldn't be
enjoy
Carl.
it.
No. God be with you.
Here. Enjoy it. Certainly, I'll fetch it right away. There.
Good day to you.
Satisfied?
You wouldn't be Carl.
No.
God be with you, Henry.
What's your plan?
Otter's busy making a very pretty suit of armor for the bailiff. So I was thinking,
I'll fetch it
if
right
we-
away.
And how am I supposed to...
well,
A meal to go
I'd
with the
reckon
ale,
we'd
please.
arrange a duel of champions with bludgeons. You'll put on Vitus's armor, and Otter...
And what do I get out of it?
Vitus will let you have the cuirass from his suit of armor, and I'll...
Sounds good.
And I'm sure a fella like you will be glad to be on good terms with the best...
That remains to be seen. But what if I lose?
Nonsense. How could you? Vitus's armor...
Do you really think that...
Otter's always mouthing off in the alehouse that my young lad isn't worth a damn. Once I show he's just a bitter old bastard, and Vitus will reap the reward. What with all the strife in the country these days?
Agreed. I'll get to work.
Wonderful. Go to Otter first and talk him into it. Then go to the bailiff so he can announce it and get spectators. The more people see it, the better. We'll... God be with you. I'd like a beer.
The first person to get in my way is going to get his head smashed in.
Certainly.
To my imminent demise.
God grant you health. How may...
You wouldn't be caught...
No. Take care.
How come you're wearing...
Tonight, I shall get drunk.
Again?
You wouldn't be...
No.
This is good luck, then. If I'm going to spend the rest of my life in prison, I'd like my last hours of freedom to be memorable.
What?
At this rate, you won't remember anything. And it's not a prison.
That's right. Let's go.
But it's a prison in all but name.
Ale
No
for me.
drinking, no music. I'll never
Are you serious?
Henry, I'm glad you stopped by.
How are you, Henry?
Good God. See you later. How come you're away? Good boy.
What?
That's right.
Why are you waiting me?
God save you.
Are you Carl by any chance?
I am.
I've heard that you're bound for the monastery.
Yes. Yes, it's true. But I've convinced my faithful guardian, Manfred, to give me a few more days of freedom.
My name is Henry.
Pleased to meet you, Henry.
Could we speak in private? I have...
Really? Well, I'd love to talk about it, but we won't have... Get rid of him for me. Goodbye.
God save.
You're Manfred?
Indeed I am.
You must have a mighty thirst. Waiting here with him for days just...
There's no doubt I'd enjoy a drink. Heaven knows I deserve it.
So let's drink together. And if you start to feel unwell, I'll keep an eye...
I can see you're a reliable lad. So what shall we... Goodbye. So, bring it on. see. This'll be the one. Should I? Shouldn't I? No, I daren't. We'll see. That's it. No luck tonight. This'll be the one. Your turn. That's it. We'll see. Now I'm for the chop.
God be with you, Henry.
No point in pushing it. This'll be the one. Damn.
You must have a mighty...
There's no doubt.
So let's drink together.
I can see...
God be with you.
I can't wait to see how you throw.
Be a bit more careful.
Henry!
I'm glad you came.
You must have a...
There's no...
So let's drink...
I'll see you later. Why, oh why did I ever agree to this? I'll lose my shirt again. What the hell's with these damn dice? This'll be the one. Your turn. That's it. Money, money, money!
You must have a...
There's...
So let's...
I can... Take care. St. George, guide my hand. Now you.
Good day, Henry.
That's it. This'll be the one. We'll see. No point in pushing it.
Ale for me.
That's it. This'll be the one. We'll see. No luck tonight. Now you. Great! Just great!
You must have a might.
I could. I'll see you later.
So, bring it on. That's it. Your turn. We'll see. Should I? Shouldn't I? No, I daren't. That's all. You're lucky. Too damn lucky for my I'll be keeping a close eye.
How are you, Henry?
I've
Coming.
had
Stop
enough.
this. Hey!
You said you
I'm
wouldn't
dying
drink
of
today.
thirst here.
Silence! I'm going to sleep. Here's a few coins.
Henry.
Have fun.
Here.
Tomorrow, we're going to the monastery. Is that clear?
Couldn't you give me more? This isn't even enough for a toothless whore.
It's enough from here. Good night.
What is it? Got it for you right here.
Manfred's taken care of.
Thank God. He won't let me out of his sight for a second, and he's itching to get me a...
There. Satisfied?
Why are you being sent to...
Like every lusty young lad, I'm fond of fair maidens, but I got too fond of one, and let's just say she was, indisposed for 9 months.
But they don't send you to the monastery for that.
They do, when it's the daughter of the Lord of your feet.
Shit.
Shit is putting it mildly. The Lord of Bookerver was less than pleased. He knows he'll never marry off his daughter now, so he gave father a choice. Either pay him 1,000 groschen in compensation, along with my balls on a silver platter, or pay 1,000 groschen and put me away somewhere no one will ever see me again.
Why does your guardian...
So I don't run away. Of course, I'm free to walk around, but he watches every...
Well, he's not watching you now.
What good is that to me when he has all the money? And even myself...
Why don't you just run away?
Bare arsed. What the hell would I do? I don't know how to work, I have no money, and that old bastard's even taken my cloak. He has me in the palm of his hand.
But there are poor people everywhere, and they get by somehow.
If I have to choose between hunger and poverty on one hand and the monastic life on the other, I'm afraid the monastery wins.
I've only got 2 hands.
What if I entered the monastery...
What? Voluntarily? You don't... You could only enter the monastery if you know how to read and write, and if you have a special writ from the abbot. That's a letter confirming they know who you...
So you give me your writ? I'll just...
Manfred has the writ. You'd have to take it from him,
God be
but
with
he
you,
only
Henry.
puts it down when he sleeps.
So I'll
Here.
steal it, and then you can
Enjoy
disappear.
it.
Disappear? Bare arsed. What the hell would I do? I don't know how to...
But there are poor people...
If I have to...
That's all then.
Take care.
I've got what you need.
Excellent. Give me the purse.
Here.
Here you are.
Good luck, no matter what you plan on doing with those monks. Best.
And what are you going to do?
Get my things together and disappear. I want to be as far away. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh! Learn how to ride a horse, idiot!
Yeah.
Yeah! Yow! Learn to ride a horse, idiot! Ah!
Yeah.
Good day, Henry.
What are you doing?
Hey, what the hell do you think you're doing? If you don't clear off quick, it'll be the worse for you.
God be with you, lad.
Sir, this investigation...
What have you found?
I tracked down a gang of robbers who recruited killers for Pribyslavin.
That's excellent news.
So far, not much. If I'm going to infiltrate them, I have to do what they say.
You have to kill a criminal to prove yourself to them?
That's not the worst of it. This Pius is hiding out in the monastery pretending to be...
Good God above, that's another matter entirely. They don't let just anyone into the cloisters, and the abbot won't give up any of the novices. Secular law has no jurisdiction inside the...
What should I do with Pius?
Don't kill him. Bring him to the bailiff in Rattay. He'll interrogate the man.
It doesn't sound like an easy task, sir. Getting into the cloister...
Far from it, lad. But I...
It seems like the only way to find Pius is to join the order.
A bit of meditation and learning would... If it's really the only way to get to him, then you'll have to do it. I'm sorry I can't be of much help. God be with you.
Yeah.
Just burn that shit right now, but
I'm Carl. I'm supposed...
We expected you sooner. Weren't you supposed to come here with your guardian? It's been so hectic lately.
He gave me the papers and left me at the gate. You must be used to that, though.
But that wasn't very considerate of him. It's been so hectic here lately, novices arriving one after the other. The last one didn't even have a letter.
You took him without the letter? You didn't find that...
My guess is he wanted to hide from someone. But he's a priest and knows how things work in the monastery. You're a different case, though.
Naturally. I wouldn't be here.
So then, are you ready to enter the Order of St. Benedict?
I am.
Then you must rid yourself of all your worldly possessions. Sell them or give them to the poor and needy or... Inside the gatehouse is a trunk in which you will find monk's robes. Put away all your possessions and dress yourself in the habit. Then you may rest a while. Good luck to you.
I could do with a bite to eat.
You
Stop!
Hold!
Right where you are.
Hey, you! Where could he have vanished to?
Don't move a
When I
muscle.
find- He must be here somewhere.
Surrender. You're under arrest for breaking the law.
Now I'll teach you what clear off me. You should have thought twice about what you were doing. That will land.
All right.
You've purged yourself before the law, but I'll be keeping an eye.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good day, Henry.
What are you doing?
Hey, watch it.
What?
Strange feeling being without all of that.
Everything's prepared. It's time for you to take your vows.
Do I really have to wear this?
You'd better get used to it. You'll be wearing it for the rest of your life.
Brothers in Christ, we have gathered here today to welcome a new novice into our midst. Dear brother, forget your former life and embrace your new vocation in the community of the monks of St. Benedict. Opus Dei, obedientia, obprobria, the service of God, obedience, and endurance of all discomfort. These are the cornerstones and succor of our order, which on this day shall become your own. Suscipe me, Domine, secundum eloquium tuum, et vivam. Et non confundas me ab expectatione mea.
Suscipe me, Domine, secundum In loquium tuum vivam, et non confundas me ab expectatione me.
Accept your new name, Brother Gregor, and wear it with honor. Welcome, brother.
Welcome, brother. I am Antonius, a novice like you. I've been instructed to guide you around the monastery.
Thanks for helping me out during the ceremony.
You don't know Latin, do you? Don't worry. Work in the scriptorium will teach you.
I haven't quite got my bearings yet.
Very well. I'll leave you alone for now.
Is it alright if we don't do the tour?
I thought that since you're literally a complete novice, you'd be interested to know what you have to do tomorrow. But here's a letter from the prior with the daily schedule. Read it.
Would you tell me something?
I'm a novice and I'm here because I'd make a poor merchant. I like books and I want an education.
Thanks for everything.
Are you sure? It will make your life easier if I show you around. Otherwise, tomorrow you'll be standing around staring like a...
I'll work it out myself.
Suit yourself. If you think you don't need any explanations, just follow the... Talk to me, brother. I'm no priest, but tell me what you've done. It's probably...
I'm here in the monastery looking for a thief. He had a hand in
You don't say. And who...
The one who's going to find him and...
You want to kill him here, in the monastery? Are you mad? You can't just... Do you think you're entitled to met out justice? Who gave you the right? I'm sorry, but I don't...
Please don't tell him anything. It would put my whole mission in jeopardy.
Very well, I won't say a word. But you should think twice about what you have in mind.
Brother? What are you doing here? Shouldn't you...
I had other affairs that needed to be attended to immediately. It will never happen again.
Really? I'll pretend nothing happened.
I'm Gregor and I'm new.
I know. I saw you in the church during the ceremony.
What does that mean?
I make sure everyone observes the rule, does their work.
When it's not the way it should...
But then we're authorized to mete out punishment. But...
I'd like to ask...
Can you leave?
Where would you go? You've everything you need here.
I could do with a bite to eat.
You've got a strong constitution. Anyone else would have certainly died.
What happened?
Let me tell you a little story. Once upon a time, there was a young boy. He was lost and miserable, but he wasn't truly bad, because when it came down to it, his former friends didn't take kindly to that, though, and wanted to punish him. So the boy wasn't stupid, though, and he knew that the hound was coming. He poisoned some food. He didn't expect the beast to live, but it did. And all of a sudden, the boy was sorry for what he tried to do.
I think I understand you. But the beast...
You know, we're both pawns in someone else's game. They have plans for us, but we don't have to let them use us. I was a bandit, and I was at Nyhoff. I've robbed and stolen, but I swear to God I've never in my life slain innocent people. What I saw at Nyhoff made me realize my life was worth shit, but I still had a chance to change for the better. Here in the monastery I've had plenty of...
So the evildoer changes his ways and finds God.
Both of us can leave this place. You can go back to your people, and I can go somewhere where I can live out my life in peace and no one will try to kill me.
You're right. But the people who...
They won't if we're clever about it. Before we make a run for it, we'll make it look like someone's killed me. Loads of blood, a tattered scrap of my habit, and footprints leading towards the... There we'll split up. You go for your bounty, and I'll get as far away from here as I can.
Good. Let's do it your way.
Good. I'm glad that despite our initial discord, we could reach an agreement. Here, take something to calm your stomach. Now we'll need the keys to the monastery.
And where am I supposed to get...
You'll find a parchment in the kitchen with a list of ingredients on it. all the things they're ordering. Add blood for making soup to the list. And when it's delivered...
What do I need the keys to the monastery?
How else will we get out?
Getting the keys won't be easy.
I know, but Brother Salarius is a reformed thief. I'll bet he still has a few lockpicks lying about. If you know how to use them, or there's the hard way. Steal the keys from the prior.
They both sound hard to me. What are you going to do?
I need to get ready for a long journey. Prepare supplies, get some normal clothing somehow. That sort of thing.
All right, that's everything I need to know. I can get started.
Excellent. Come and see me once you have everything. And try to be as fast as you can. And Gregor, thank you.
That would sound more sincere if you hadn't just tried to kill me.
That's why I'm thanking you. For being so reasonable despite what I did. For what it's worth, I'm glad the poor...
What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be at prayers?
Brother, this isn't a
What
place
do you want,
for you.
brother? You shouldn't be here.
Brother, this isn't a place
What
for
do
you.
you want, brother? You shouldn't be here.
God be with you.
In a rush to pray?
What do you desire, Brother Gregor?
I have everything we need.
Excellent. Straight after Vespers, we'll meet in the dormitory.
What exactly is your plan? And why?
We're going to prepare a little riddle they'll never solve. And why at mealtime? Because we need the dormitory as well as the church. Take everything with you, and don't forget the keys.
Good. Once evening mass...
These novices, I'd pull those idlers by the ears.
What have they done to you this time, brother?
They're shirking their responsibility.
Slow down. Brother, you were somewhere you shouldn't have been. Don't you know?
Very well, brother.
Now, show me what you have on you. I must confiscate any...
While I was locked up, someone was making quite a racket in the cellar. Blind drunk.
Why such haste?
In a rush to pray.
Pay more attention, brother.
In a rush to
Watch
pray.
your step.
Slow
Such
down,
haste.
brother.
God be with you.
In a rush to pray? Why such haste?
Brother Nevlis says that you didn't finish your work in the herb room. Have you...
I was feeling a bit queasy.
Really? This time I'll look the other way. But next... Can't you see we are...
Watch your step. Pay more attention, brother. Watch your step, brother.
Pay more attention, brother.
Slow down, brother.
Salve, be well.
Praise be to God. For a moment there I was worried you weren't coming.
Rush to... Slow down, brother.
Ah!
And here's where you dragged my lifeless body. Thank you for helping me out. Now we must...
Well, I can't just let you leave. You're a...
What are you on about? Did you really help me escape just to...
I'm truly sorry. But you were there at the Neuhof massacre, and you're a valuable...
Gregor, you can't be serious. I won't be taken anywhere. I'd rather...
And now, we're off to the bailiff.
This is one of the men who raised Neuhof. He should be able to tell you something useful. But I need to ask a favor. I need you to keep him out of sight so his accomplices don't know he's been caught.
Fine work. And I'll do as you say. I'll find a deep, dark hiding place where no one will hear me interrogate him. And while we're at it, I'll have your things brought here. Wait here a while.
Cucumbers that'll cure what ails you.
Yeah.
Greetings, Henry.
What are you doing here? You're playing truant. Monk's got no business out here.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
What are you doing?
God save you, good... Can you show me how to...
Certainly.
I'd like to hone...
First, you have to have some...
Well... Master Armourer, I have a...
If it's another one of his so-called generous offers, you can go straight back.
No, this is another matter.
What? Me fight?
That's not how it will be. The real duel will be...
How's that?
It will be a duel with bludgeons. No bloodshed. At most, a few bruises and some dents in the armour.
And so I'm to choose a champion of my own?
Good. So let's agree on the time.
Hold your horses, young fella. I've got a counter offer for you.
Maybe I'm just doing it out of love for my name.
Aye, a regular... I could pay you more. And I'd tailor-make a cuirass just for you.
You mean if I fight as your champion instead? I'm not sure how...
No, you fight on Zack's side.
That's not very honourable.
And Zack's constant slander and mudsl...
But what if Zack's right? You're not as young as you used to be, and
What? You're as impertinent as that bastard Zack and his whelp of a son. You'll get such a battering even Brother Nicodemus from the monastery won't know which side of you is up.
Not until you tell me where and when we should meet.
I don't know. Sort it out with the bailiff. He should come anyway, so I... Take care now.
What the hell? Damn!
Be a bit more careful. Jesus. Hey!
Greetings, good...
Does it really not...
Why should it bother me? You call it fighting.
And you don't mind that they wager on...
Seems to me that's less of a sin than wagering on dice. I've nothing against one of those fellows earning...
So you don't plan on doing any...
What concern is it of yours? If they start brawling all over town and...
I'm here on behalf of...
Zack? Don't tell me. It's another complaint about the mark. Well, you can tell Zack if you waste another minute of my time with that
No, it's not a complaint this time. In fact, Zack came up with an idea.
Is that so? Well, that's a different kettle of...
A duel.
Jesus Christ!
But don't worry, Goodman Bailiff. No one will... Zack chose me as his champion. I'll be wearing a suit of armour made by his son, Vitus, and I'll fight...
That sounds... Naturally, I'll have to be present to ensure...
Your presence is certainly expected, Bailiff. We'd like you to referee the whole duel. That's up to you.
We can announce it right now.
Let's do it.
I'll have it announced around town. You come along at just the right time. It'll be a fine... God be with you.
Good citizens of Sasau, our township has long been plagued by a protracted dispute. As you are no doubt aware, Zack, the blacksmith of the monastery courtyard, and Master Armourer Otto Rabstein have been, for some time, at odds. And insomuch as it behoves my office as bailiff to settle such disputes and maintain peace and order, I have decided to resolve the blacksmith's quarrel by unconventional means, whilst affording an entertaining spectacle. In short, we shall let them knock each other's teeth out. However, since it ill befits two respectable tradesmen to maul each other on the market square like a pair of cocks on a dung heap, each of them has elected a champion. Zack, the blacksmith, has appointed to fight in his stead Henry of Scarlet. And Master Otto Rabstein's champion will be... Please, introduce yourself, Sir Knight.
Master Otter will fight for Master Otter. I don't need some young pup to take my place.
I remind you that this will be a duel with bludgeons alone, and until first blood is shed. Come, folks, be sensible for heaven's sake. We don't want any maiming here, or, God forbid, murder. So, if both contestants are ready, let us begin.
I'm over! Jesus! You call that? Missed! You going to crime?
You kicked that old bastard's arse, Henry. His ears will be ringing for a month. Now everyone will see who knows how to make armour and who's all hot air.
You shouldn't speak so disrespectfully about Master Otter.
No need to get worked up about it. Anyway, come by the forge later for you.
All right?
I heard more merchants for ambush.
Hey, watch it.
Damn. Ah! Are you blind for Christ's
Yeah.
sake?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Good day.
I'll come for more.
Of course. And thanks again, lad.
And will Otter sell you his...
I don't know. But the way things are looking now is...
You told me I'd get that Kiras made by Vitus.
I did.
Thanks.
Goodbye. Take care.
Yeah. Yeah.